Hey, this is Ross with my partner Bob. We have a show called Worldview Matters.
And Ross, as you know, we believe that everything in life is somehow related to how people view the world around them.
Our show is available on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app. Also available on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.
I'm James Spann. This is the Weather Xtreme video for Monday morning, June 24th, and I'm back. Hey, thanks to Brian Peters for covering these last week while I spent a few days away. But good to be back in the saddle. Let's go to some of the Skycam shots around the network this morning. And hey, we are past the solstice now. Yeah, the nights are starting to stretch out a little bit. Days are starting to shrink, but I don't think most people notice too much of that over the last few days. That's the Inverness Skycam, looking down on traffic on Highway 280. There's a look at downtown Jasper. That is seen from the King Building. And that's our Skycam in Fultondale, just off Interstate 65. And looks like traffic's pretty light out there at that early hour. There's the satellite view, water vapor satellite shot. And on top of that, the contours at 500 millibars. Very standard look for June. The primary storm track north of here. We're kind of left with a flat ridge, tropical air. And the daytime heating process leads to a few of the hit-and-miss showers and storms. And trying to figure those out, as we all know, is next to impossible. Those are highs yesterday around the nation. And I'd say, generally speaking, temperatures were below average for most spots. The hottest weather back in the desert Southwest. And even there, around Phoenix, they hit, 105, but they can do like 115 this time of the year. But they will be heating up later this week. They might do 115 by Friday. Severe weather possibilities for today. The standard slight risk up north, including cities like Des Moines, Iowa, Rapid City, South Dakota, Bismarck, North Dakota. Tomorrow, again, the risks way up north, including northern New England. And on day 3, a slight risk. St. Louis, Chicago, Indianapolis, Detroit, Cleveland, and Buffalo. Not down here. This is the rain for the next 5 days, and you'll hear me say this a lot between now and the end of August. These maps are just not that interesting for us, and they're not that accurate because of the scattered nature of the storms. You know, one neighborhood might see 1 inch of rain in 30 minutes, and you go 5 miles down the road, they get nothing. But clearly, there will be opportunities for afternoon storms this week, as the core of the heat bubble is well to the west of here, the upper ridge. And the tropics chugging along very quiet right now. Some evidence of some mischief out there maybe as we get into July, as you'll see. Let's look at modeling. This is the GFS, the Global Forecast System, valid at 1 o'clock local time this afternoon at 500 millibars. And there's a little weakness in the ridge. If you look carefully in there through Alabama, heights are higher to the east and to the west, and that would maybe suggest there could be a few showers and storms around later today, but you'll hear me say this a lot. Forecasting these things are a great mystery. Very, very subtle, small-scale changes in upper air temperatures, wind profiles can affect, the coverage of these things. And quite frankly, these synoptic scale models are not, they don't have the resolution to forecast that. And even these models, the high-res models, this is the 4-kilometer NAM, are not the best. This is valid at 1 o'clock today, and this is showing thunderstorms developing along Interstate 2059, and we'll see if that verifies. So, we'll mention scattered showers and storms this afternoon or this evening, and we'll just see how the radar trends go. This is tomorrow, same time, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it goes to nothing. And again, I can't verify that. We'll mention scattered showers and storms, and this is Wednesday at 1 o'clock, and it shows nothing. But we have seen other runs that are clearly more aggressive with a return of showers and thunderstorms by Wednesday afternoon late in the day. As the heights are coming down, the air aloft is a little colder, and I think we'll kind of ride with that trend, even though you don't see anything there. And this is as far out as this high-res model goes. It goes out to 60 hours. And I'd say maybe by 66 hours, just beyond this, we'd probably see a marked increase in showers and storms. So perhaps Wednesday, a little better coverage. In fact, both the GFS, the NAM are spitting out probabilities of rain over 50% on Wednesday, with highs dropping into the middle 80s. Thursday, same thing. We got a surface low that's north of Buffalo, New York, over eastern Canada, with a trailing surface boundary dropping down through here. And We all know that this is typically a pretty big cold front graveyard. They rarely ever make it through here, but sometimes they can approach from the north. But that would suggest maybe a risk of showers and storms. This is Friday. Surface boundary ill-defined, but it's up around Nashville. So same deal, some risk of a shower or a storm each day in a few spots. We'll fine-tune it as we get closer. And this is Saturday, and clearly you can see the deal. We've got the heat bubble that's centered back over the desert Southwest. And that's a really nasty-looking heat bubble, a 594 ring out there. Some runs have ramped it up to 597. A nice trough over the east. And down below that would tend to suggest maybe a fairly decent coverage of showers and storms. And there's a look at Sunday, same deal. So we're not saying the weekend's going to be just all wet, but we're saying you'll have to dodge showers and storms. I think certainly more than we saw this past weekend. And a week from today, the GFS tries to bring in some drier air from the north. Could that happen? Yes, but odds are it won't. All right, so this is, by the way, Monday of next week is July 1st. Wow. All right, let's go out there a couple of more days. Ooh, look at this now. This is July 3rd. The GFS wants to develop some kind of little homebrew backyard tropical system down around the Sabine Pass with a very deep moisture plume coming up here. And on the 4th of July, Independence Day, tropical low near Memphis and just soaking rains. But hey, if you got a big 4th of July event planned, you all know this is absolute voodoo, and this will probably be gone on the next run. Just something to watch for trends. And I, being away for 7 days, I've not been looking at trends. So we'll use that as a baseline and see what it looks like later today. This is the end of the forecast on July the 9th. Got a flat ridge here. It's a 591 ridge, and hopefully that would be not strong enough to totally eliminate the chance of showers, and this is suggesting typical July weather, hot, muggy, maybe a shower in spots. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock today, and if you can, catch us on ABC 3340 News this evening on the live stream or the television side at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
I'm Steve Sample with Bama Talk. Don't miss a single episode of Bama Talk Show, available now on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app, and on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.